Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. How's it going? Um, let's get that right. So I'm here. It's 12:03. I've been awake for a few hours. Look at me, waking up at 9 something. Um, and today is our official Write 10K in a Day for August. If you're not familiar, there's a group on Facebook. That's facebook.com/group/write 10K in a day. And it's our official day. So I am going to join you guys in this challenge and try to write 10,000 words today. I am in the process of finishing a book. My goal is to have it finished by Sunday night. And then I will start editing hell officially, which will be quite fun. Y'all know how I feel about editing hell. Um, so yeah, I am pretty excited to be here. I'm trying to break up the different sprinting times so other time zones can join me. You guys know I love a late night writing sesh, but that's not convenient for everyone. So I'm spreading the love. Today, we're starting at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and all the other time zones. We will probably go for about 3 hours. We'll take like a break for 5-ish or so hours, and then I will be back tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll probably go for 3 or 4 hours tonight. So yeah, this is a real time sprint sesh where I will write, hopefully in real time, 10,000 words. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me check some comments. If you use the Forest app, which is a productivity app, there is a code that you will see scrolling right down below here. Just enter that into your app and plant a tree with us. So anywho, I am awake, ignore the sunshine, and ready to get some words in. Yeah, I told myself, I was like, I didn't go to sleep till about 3:30 last night. And I was like, I'm going to get up early and I'm going to have breakfast. I'm going to take my meds. I am going to be productive. So I checked all those boxes off this morning. I read a little bit before the live stream and almost finished reading a book that I started in Yellowstone. So I'm super excited about that. Thriller. It's about a writer. It's great. Awesome. But here with coffee, gotta love coffee. Yes. Awesome. Awesome writing with tea. Yay. Hey, Harriet. So glad you can make it today. Yes, they should be up for replay as long as something crazy doesn't happen. I usually keep them up unless, some of my live streams recently I had to take down because I had a troll. And so for the best interest of people who watch my replays, I removed those. But yeah, for the most part, they usually stay up. Unless there's something that dramatic that happens during the stream and I'm like, I can't leave that up. Hello. Hi. Your picture's so cute, Nina. I love that. Hello, Rose. Hi. 7 p.m. That's perfect timing. Yay. Awesome. 28:48 for a 10K day. I got 103 in my first book series writing the other day. Yay. Awesome. Who am I? I know. Who am I? Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on all of my book of the month books that I've been getting every month but not reading. And apparently there are a lot of thrillers where it's like crazy wives, and for some reason I tend to order those books. And so I've read 2 crazy like relationship books in the last like 2 weeks, but I'm trying to catch up. This whole shelf right here with this Care Bear are books in my book of the month box that I have not read. And then this little part right here, I think. Yeah, right here. These are books that I have read in my book of the month box. Except for the 3 that are up top, I'm gonna read those. I've been loving a good thriller though. It gets me in the Halloween season. Yeah, Harriet. Hi, Jennifer. Yes, we're all gonna be productive today. Hey, Courtney. Domestic thrillers or the crazy ex-wife. Yeah, so I read The Wife Between Us when I was in Yellowstone, and I enjoyed the book, but where you're supposed to get the main plot twist of this book, it was done so hastily that I had to reread the chapter twice to make sure I fully understood what the heck just happened. It was so abrupt and jarring. I was like, y'all know that I'm a very picky reader. So I had a few complaints about it. After I got over that part, it was pretty good, but there's just this one part. Also, I've found typos in traditionally published books. I always like take a picture of it and I'm like, ha, see? Ha, y'all aren't all perfect either. But you know. Hey Desiree, how are you? Hi Shinchan. Yes, I love thrillers. I've learned over the last few years that I love thrillers that have the whodunit features, like characteristics, but it can't be too many point of views or I lose interest or can't keep up with who's talking. Maybe that's my ADHD. Like 4 point of views is my max. Maybe 3. It just depends. Sometimes, like I read a book I think that had 9 and that was way too many. But yeah, I love a good contemporary fiction too. Yeah. Yeah, it's so jarring. Like so in this book, it changes point of views, right? And so you're following along and you're like, okay, this is this person and this is this person. And then when this big reveal happens, like it switches point of views like in the same chapter, but it's like a page and a half and you get like 3 different chunks and then you're just supposed to understand what happened. And so I'm like, okay, this person's editor at their publishing house just didn't care about this because it was so jarring. When I say jarring, I was reading it and I was like, this, okay, like I think I know what they're trying to do here, but like the way that this was done sucks so bad and it pissed me off. Like almost to the point where I didn't finish the book. Like I almost stopped right there. I'm a super picky reader. Awesome. Contemporary thriller romance. I love that. Oh, I'm gonna have to write that name down. Hold on, I'm putting it in my book right now. I love thrillers that are like current day. So like, what was that book called? It's called People Like Her. I've talked about it a few times, but it's like about this woman who's like a social media influencer, like a mom influencer, and like she's very pretty and has these like perfect children, and her husband's an author, but like he can't sell any books, and her being an influencer pays their bills so they can have like the lifestyle that they have. That was a great book. I loved it. I even talked about it in Yellowstone. I was like, there's this one book. But I wouldn't like reading them as much. Yeah, I haven't read romance in a while. It's been a hot minute. It's so good. It's like current time social media. Like if you do any social media, you totally get it. But it's got like this twist at the end. It was a good book. I would rate it 5 stars. Plus there's like friend drama and like I love like, like social media, people put on this act, right? Like they don't act the way that they are. Like, you see just a glimpse of people's life, and they can write whatever story that they want online. And this book has taken that concept and brought it to the next level. And although this friend group looks so perfect on the outside and everyone wants to be a part of it, like, there's so much drama like going on in that friend group. It's like, you girls are toxic. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I read it like in one day, and I don't typically read books in just one day. It's called People Like Her. It was in Book of the Month. I guess like in 2020 maybe. It's got the cover of like a cell phone with like a shattered screen on top. It's good. It's like a reality television show. Or that's it. I think that's the book. Yeah. Yes, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Hold on. Let me quadruple check. Yeah. This is the one. This is the one. I loved this book. It's called People Like Her, and the tagline is "Followed by millions, watched by one." It's very, very good, and I think it's dual point of view as well. It's been a while since I read it, but it's a super quick read. Like, you'll devour it if you like thrillers, like current day whodunit aspects, like a little bit of suspense, drama, like reality television. Like, you'll love that book. I do love a murder mystery detective type books too. It was December 2020 Book of the Month, People Like Her. This is what the cover looks like. I don't know if the real cover looks like this or if it's just like a Book of the Month cover, because I know sometimes they do that. Yeah. Good night, Rachel. Awesome. Congrats. Yeah. So the one with the weird plot twist was called The Wife Between Us, and I would recommend the book. It was great, but just this one part was so jarring that I was like, I'm about to rage quit. But I finished it, and I'm happy that I finished it, but I was really pissed off for like an entire 24 hours. If you hear thunder, it's raining or about to rain here. So, but anyway, I thought that I was just stalling a little bit to give YouTube time to send notifications to everyone. But how about we set some intentions for our first sprint? This one will be a 15-minute. I'm going to try to put the poll up where you guys can vote on times, but last night it was not giving me all the options. So if that's the case and you do not see a poll, then we'll just stack our times. So we'll do 15, sprint 2 will be 20, sprint 3, 25, sprint 4, 30, and then start back over. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good book. Rain, what's that, right? So we've been in a drought in my area, and it rained yesterday, and it's raining today, and it'll probably rain tomorrow. Oh, it's still hot outside. Don't let the rain fool you. 150 words, 200 words. Yeah, I'm going to start with 200 as well, I think. That's going to be my intention. I'm starting a new chapter, and I need to read the outline for that chapter. So yeah. All right. Let's see. Intention, I'm hanging out in Athena's room. She's quite interested in my lap. Yeah, when I was reading, Nibbler was on my lap, and she was so comfortable, and I felt so guilty being like, I've got to get up. 200, like it. Finish your beat sheet for your trilogy. Yeah, that'd be great. I'm editing and rewriting the end of a chapter. 2,000 words. Got it. Intention between 50 and 100. I love it, Court. 200 words for me. Yes. 200 words, I think. Awesome. Okay, so yeah. It's the thunder and the thunder. Mate can get 50 in 15 minutes. You got it, Ash. Okay. let's do this. I'm going to start our howler, plant our tree, and I'll meet y'all back here in 15 minutes. Good luck, everybody. How did you guys do? I got 441 words. My intention was 200, so I doubled it plus some. Yeah. Also, the poll is not working. I don't know if it's a YouTube glitch or what's going on. It doesn't even have a place for me to press post. So, like, I guess I can't use the poll anymore. So, y'all let me know how you did. I'm going to go ahead and set up everything for our next round. And we'll set some intentions and then bust right into it. Let's see. So we'll do a 20-minute next. I'm looking for the perfect flower. Okay. I'm in a good spot. I'm excited to keep writing this. I usually blow through the last half of a book. Like, I can usually write it pretty quick because I know the characters at that point. So I'm hoping finishing by Sunday is realistic. 5JRE4YFSG. That is the new 4-step code. So let's see. 259. Hey, Brightside. Hey, Vixen. 235. I got 248 and wanted between 50 and 100. Dang, so you like doubled it too. 217, 237, 865. Dang, that's awesome. Done some plotting. Happy with the progress. Love it. 238. The past few scenes I've written have been a lot of dialogue. Managed to get some words in. Yay, Kristen. 58 words. I'm caving. I'll be back after a nap. Okay, awesome. We'll be here. Tension 150, actual 303. You doubled it too. Got lunch? Yes. Let's see. Currently trying to work through overarching plots, and I feel like I need to keep it simple to avoid plot holes. It'll be too obvious. For trilogies, that would be great. I haven't written a trilogy since 2015, so might not be the best person to help with that, but you know, it pretty much stays the same when you're setting things up. I typically don't plot books like all the books in advance. Probably a fault of my own when I was doing it. That's probably why I didn't finish the third book when I wanted to, because I had to go back and kind of read what I wrote and try to remember where I was going. So don't be like me. Plotting ahead of time is very, very good. Hey, Morgan. Daughter called, ready to go this time around. Awesome, Catherine. Wrote 243. Good job, Ashley. I'm shocked my brain did that much. Ariel, you killed it. Yeah. Everyone's saying hello. Okay, so how about we set some intentions for this 20-minute sprint? 20 minutes. I just wrote 415. You know what? I'm going to shoot for 400 words. I am. I think that if I did 415, I could probably do 400 again in 20. So that's what I'm going for. I'm pretty awake. 400. Yes. When the timer went off, that always happens. If I'm like in the middle of a thought, I'm like, nope, this tire did not tire. What was I talking about? Sorry, I just saw a text and I was thrown off. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. If I have a thought when the timer goes off, I'm just like, that timer didn't go off in my heart until I finish this thought. 400, 200, 400. Force code. Yes, I have updated it. It is scrolling right down below on this little bar. You'll see it in just a second. I'll give you a minute to join it too. 200, slow and steady wins the race. Yay. Deep in editing mode over here. Oh my gosh, Kristen. Harry, I don't think I mentioned it. I think I'm gonna do 6 sprints total. And so I think it'll probably be around 3 hours as long as I don't talk too much in between. So yeah, we'll progressively get higher into our sprint times. So sprint 2 will be 20 minutes, which is what we're about to do. Then we'll do a 25, a 30, and then ramp it back down and do a 20 and then a 15. And I think that'll be good for today. And then I'll come back later tonight. You know how it is. Hold on, let me check this text message. Sorry. I'm sorry. I need to send this text message. My mom's grass was supposed to get mowed today, and you know that she lives on like 8 acres of land, and hire these people to go and mow her yard because your girl ain't gonna do it, and it's raining. So they're like, I don't think we're gonna be able to mow today for a podcast episode. Finished book 3 revisions last night, updating the plot for the final book in my series. Oh my goodness, Melissa, that's so exciting. Okay, cool, you're in. Cool. That's like my pyramid sprinting words I do on my channel. Go up in time and then back down. Yeah, it's kind of like a Tabatas. Is that what it is? Tabatas, where you try to get as many reps as you can in like a short amount of time with a short break. That's what it always reminds me of. Oh no, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but I'm so sorry that happened. Intention 250. Okay, how about we go ahead and start? All right, so we will, let me open my forest real quick. All right, start our howler, plant our flower, and I'll meet you back here in 20 minutes. Good luck, everybody. 1 second. Okay. Okay, sorry, I had to finish that thought. Okay, so I got, let me do a little math. Whoops. Minus what? Oh, there it is. I got 427. I'll take it. My intention was 400, so your girl's not mad. All right. We've got our next round coming up, which will be a 25-minute. Y'all let me know how you did. Going to change the 4-step code right now for you guys who are planting trees with me. This chapter is about to get really fun, so I'm looking forward to getting to this after work stuff. Hope my power doesn't go out. Kind of flickered for a second. Okay, so 4-step code is 8 5 HTR 9SG. There you go. Check some comments. Awesome, Zoe. So glad you're here. Hey, Angel, with chapter 8 of your second book. Awesome. Hey, JC. 188, but I was distracted. That's okay. 188 is great. 498. Intention was 400. Love it. Total word count 72,000. I got 345. The cat got pets. Awesome. Did some research, making some lunch. 489. Awesome. Edited through 998 words and got 88 new words. Once a break because I couldn't think of anything to write. That's okay. Sometimes it happens. Done some work. Going to bed now. Happy writing, everyone. Good night, writing with T. 75% through the scene. 300. Wrote 423. Oh my gosh, Ashley, you doubled it. Yeah. 263. Intention was 200. Good job, Deidre. Chapter is kicking my booty. I know how that is. Awesome. 372. Let's see. Got 550. Working on world building and backstories for characters. High fantasy novels are tricky. Yeah, I can imagine. What's the difference? Tension and suspense, and how do you build each one? I'm gonna have to think on that one. I feel like tension and suspense are like cousins, identical cousins. Dun, dun, dun. They look alike, they talk alike, sometimes they even walk alike. No, I'm just kidding. As a reader, I find that when there is major tension in a book, it's typically, and this is just from like the books that I've read, I feel like it's more of it character driven. Maybe not. I feel like tension is more character driven and suspense is more plot driven, but that's just me thinking about the different books that I've read and thrillers that I've read and things of that nature, but I could completely be off point with that. When we build tension in our books, I know it's not suspense, but we do have some suspenseful elements. the way that we do it is we are basically taking things from our characters and writing the story in a way where, as the author, we know we have all the pieces to the puzzle, but the reader doesn't have it. And so the reader's trying to piece all these things together. And tension doesn't have to be like scary or suspenseful. Tension could be like, oh my God, what's going to happen next to this person? Um, are they going to get fired from their job? Is their ex lover going to return? And the best way that I've found to do that is to kind of like plant different seeds of things using foreshadowing, sometimes throwing in things that like throw the reader off so they think they know what's going to happen, but then plot twist. With suspense, I feel like when I'm reading suspense, I also feel tension as well. And I think that what makes it suspenseful is to have that tension with either the scene in the world, but also the characters and something with their background, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. Tension, scene level, suspense, story level. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. In romance, a lot of times, like it's character driven, our books. And so I find when we have the most tension, it's tension within the characters. And the suspense, yeah, is at a story level. Yeah. It made sense in my head, but this is why I don't ever give writing advice, because I feel like when I talk, like I'm like, I know this, but like it sounds really stupid when I say it out loud. Tension can be a suspense, but isn't always. You can have emotional, relational, romantic tension. Yeah, like an enemies to lovers romance, for example, where they almost kiss. Like I think about The Little Mermaid when I think about tension. And when they're on that boat and you have the seagull and he's like, wah, 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 and they're just about to kiss and they almost do. And then something happens, like you feel that build in your, like inside. Even as a kid, I was like, yes, do it. But then it doesn't happen. Okay. So, where were we? Are we on 25 minutes now? Yes, we are. Let's set some intentions, shall we? I'm going to shoot for, let me read where I'm at in my plot real quick. Oh, wow, I've gotten one bullet point in 860 words. That's not good. This chapter might be actually really long, because there is a spicy scene at the end of it. Oh, Lord, I need to wrap this up. This pre-part of this chapter. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to shoot for 500 words. That's what I'm going for. Sha la 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 la, don't be shy. Awesome. Hawkins, that probably made no sense at all. I apologize. It makes sense in my head, but sometimes I'm like the worst at explaining things, especially when I'm put on the spot and I don't have time to think about it and fully flesh out what I'm trying to say. 150, I like it. 25%. 400, yes. 300. 500. Yes. That all is going to be That's gonna be in all of your heads now. So, yeah. Universal fairy tales, right? Okay, so shall we start? Are y'all ready? Everybody in the forest app who wants to go? Okay, well, let's do it. We're going to start our howler and plant our tree, and I'll meet you back here in 25 minutes. Good luck, everybody. y'all doing? I got, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I got 819. What? What? Yeah, that's right. Shook. I'm so shook right now. Okay. Wow. This chapter is 1,679 words right now, and I'm still on my first bullet point. Oh my gosh, we still have a dinner, an emotional scene. Uh, oh, this chapter is gonna be like 4,000 words. Holy crap. Dang it. It's okay though. It's okay. This is the last book in the Circle B Ranch series, and so it's fine that it's gonna be a little bit longer. It's fine. Because, once this is over, then we announced it already, but we're doing a third generation? Yeah, third generation of, the Bishop Brothers series. So it's their kids. The timeline is going to be a little crazy. Okay, so this next sprint, we are going to do 30 minutes. I'm gonna create a room for us so you guys can join if you want to plant a tree. If not, I completely understand. Let's update this howler. We're making good time too. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. Dude, we're totally gonna get 6 sprints in. Totally. So this sprint that we're about to do is 4, and then we'll do 2 more after this. That will put us around it'll put us around the 3-hour mark, which is about how long I wanted to write today. Not trying to burn myself out before tonight. Okay. Ugh. No yawning allowed. 450 for the win. To write as much as possible. I love that. 3 to 2, almost for 1,000 for the day. Awesome. Last 12 minutes. Yay. I love that. How did your SD, how did the conference go? Y'all know I was kind of like MIA during that. I'm curious to how it went. How was the feedback? How was it received? Did everybody enjoy it? Y'all learn some good stuff? Tell me about it. I'm interested to learn about that. Good job, Morgan. Thanks, JC. 57. Deidre, you tripled it? Are you turning into a day writer too? What? Killing it. Awesome. Yeah. Good job, Taylor. Thank you. Wrote 497. Awesome, Ashley. It's amazing. Do you get said? It's a little bit of both. So with the Circle B Ranch Bishop Brothers, Bishop Brothers was 4 books. We have a novella. We have another book that's in the same world that's in a different series. We've got Circle B Ranch, which is 9 books. And then the next one will be the Texas Heat series, and it will also be 9 books. For me, the series is a little different because it's interconnected standalones. So, like, you don't get that same burnout that you get writing about the same characters for 20 books. I could never do that. And that's a never that I would, like, I try to never say never. Hyperbole, but I try to never say never, but I can tell you that I will never write a series that's 20 books long about the same characters because I do get burnout. Um, because we switch characters between every book, it's not the same type of thing. Like, I actually enjoy it. I could probably write in this world forever. Do I want to? Not really. Our readers love it. But I don't mind it because it is the same world, but it's different characters, different generations. It's not like the same type of thing. When we write duets, yeah, it's only the same characters for 2 books. And I can tell you once we write those 2 books, like, I'm ready to move on to the next thing. But I love world building. I love creating new stories and new characters and new worlds, and like world building is one of my favorite things to do. So when we stay in the same world, there's nothing really to build because it's already so well constructed. So it makes it a little easier to write. But I'm always happy to start something new. But when you've been writing a long time, being able to go back to the same world is kinda like it feels like home, so it's, like, easy, and it's like, "Ah, okay, I can write this, no problem." Good job, 446. I have one of these and wondered if anyone else did it. Um, what are you referring to? Tell me. Tell me, Taylor, I'm lost. It's probably me, it's probably a me thing. I get lost a lot. I'm like, "Huh?" Um Yeah, you can always revisit for bonus scenes too. Yeehaw! Thank you, Kristen, we appreciate it. Your readers never let you forget, though. They never let you forget. And, it's funny because some of our readers are like, "Will you go back and write this couple's kids?" And that was, like, couples that we introduced in 2016, and we're like, "Ha that's almost been a real life decade." Like, that's hard. Good job, Brightside. Awesome. Hopefully, I'll be around, Shannon. I hope I am. Not as if I'm going to, like, disappear. That sounded in my brain bad. Um, be around as in not on vacation in the middle of nowhere. Uh, June 25th. Wait. Let me see. Okay. Let me look at my calendar. I'm about to add it in my calendar right now so I don't forget because your girl will. June 23rd through the 25th. Okay. I'm not trying to like invite myself into this at all. I just don't want to forget. And if I'm around and if I am somehow invited to participate, I just want to make sure that, I'm in town. So yeah, right now I don't have anything on my calendar. Right now I don't. 10K relay last weekend. I swear it chipped my brain into liking the daytime. Really? They usually hold. I don't know what this World Write-a-thon is. Um, um, it's not hard because with that series, it's not like we're releasing all 9 books in 1 year. And so the boundary between having an ongoing series that's in the same world and starting new books is we make our readers who are like OG readers who have been with us forever. We make them very, very happy writing in the series. And we've also been able to find new readers for it that also fall in love with it in the same way. But we're not writing that nonstop. And so there's a break between it. And so we'll do like this year we did 3 books in the Circle B Ranch series, and then we'll do just a completely different series. And so we have ongoing series for our different types of readers. And so it allows us to create new worlds and new characters, but also keeps people who just are absolutely in love with the world that we've created very, very happy. And because there is typically like a year break between when we release like the last book in the series and the next one, like we're always really excited to go back to it because we've written other stuff in between it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I could probably write about Texas Southern cowboy ranch life like for the rest of my life because I grew up like in that type of environment, and so it literally feels like home to me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if we would do a 4th generation. We haven't discussed it. And since we are continuing it on to the 3rd generation, it's going to take us 3 years to finish that generation. So 3 real life years. And so, yeah, it will essentially be a series that has grown with us since 2017, a world rather, since 2017. And we won't finish the 3rd generation until it kicks off in 2023, 2024, 2025. So almost a decade we will have been writing in that world. People love it, and we have found readers from that series or that world who has like binged all of our other interconnected books because they just like our style. So it's the 3rd generation books. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I told you it was a me thing. As a special guest speaker at the next AWC. Okay, abbreviations mess me up. I guess that's authortube writing conference. I'm assuming it is. Listen, people talk about it all the time, but I have not like taken the time to go and research it out. Oh, that's awesome. Yay, good job, Stacy. That's amazing. To send it to his editor that I found on Fiverr. Great. Cool. I'm doing great. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good today. I woke up early, took my meds, writing words. Life is great. I have no complaints. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm healthy. The people that we went camping with texted us the Friday that we were heading home and said that they tested positive for the C word. And guess who didn't get it? Right here. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I'm well. I'm so grateful. Yes, it is a lot to type. I'm bad at abbreviations, so I'll fit any words in there that I can. Okay, so 30 minutes is what we're doing next. I am going to shoot for I'm going to shoot for 600. I'm going to keep ramping it up by 100 words. So I'm going to shoot for 600. You'll let me know what intention you're going to set for this one. Let me write down my original words so I can keep a good count. Okay. Should you take a break from writing if you feel like you need it? I feel like I need 3 months to plan my next one, even though I'm outlining. What should I do? I think that if your body and your mind and your heart is telling you that you need to take a break from writing so you can plan out your next book, I think you should do it. I mean, if you can do it, what does it hurt? I think that when we start feeling that burnout, we know deep down inside, like, we need to take a break. We need to take a break. But this hustle culture that I hate so much tells us that we just need to push through it and keep going and whatever. Like, I don't believe in that. I think that breaks are necessary. If you can do it. If you're one of those people who has a million pre-orders set up like we do, you find ways to take breaks while still getting work done. But yeah, if you can manage it, take that break. It's just probably it will probably make your next book, your next outlining, your next thing that you're going to do that much better because you took the time to really think it out and to process it and to plan it and do it the right way. So I don't think it's ever a bad thing to take a break. You know, I have people who have told me, "You should be writing every day." And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've written like 2 million words, if not more. Um, and I don't need someone to tell me that I need to write every day because your girl doesn't believe that. I don't believe that you need to write every day. I don't write every day. There are authors who do, and they swear that if you don't write every day, and I'm just like, okay, like I no, don't write every day. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. So 600, yeah, 500. Finish the Seducing. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Tension is 850. Let's go 50 more. Yeah, I like it. So then, Deidre, you can get like 1,000, right? But I really need a break. Yeah, breaks are not a bad thing at all. And I really think that that's that hustle culture, boss babe, MLM mindset that you just constantly have to be working. And I don't believe that. That's how you burn out. And burnout is detrimental. Okay. I've burned out so many times. And mainly when I was working corporate, I haven't really burned out, you know, after that, but I'll put everything to the side and do what I got to do to get deadlines done. But breaks, everyone needs breaks. In preparation for revisions, going to see if I can get 60s done. It's okay. 500. I understood it. That's exactly right, Morgan. Burnout is essentially like a break that you're forced to take because you didn't give yourself a break when your body told you you needed it. That's what burnout is. And then with burnout comes that whole thing where people are like, oh, I've got writer's block. I can't write anything and I don't know what happened. And I'm just like, your writer's block is probably your burnout because you've just been pushing so hard for so long and you didn't take a break. So I was writing a book while being sick and I'm just kind of burnt out. Stacy, take the time you need, ma'am. You don't need my permission for that, but I'm a firm believer that if you're feeling burned out, take it. I burned out in the very beginning of my writing journey. Very beginning. Gung-ho Courtney with her her need for urgency, but also I have this thing where I just like to jump head first into whatever I do. There's a word for that. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now. Is it compulsive? Anyway, it's a word kind of like that. So I was writing a lot and I was trying to rapid release before rapid releasing was a thing. Okay, back in 2014. People didn't rapid release back then. That came like later in the self-publishing world. Some people did. It wasn't super, super common. Not for novels, maybe novellas, but this was pre-Kindle Unlimited. Okay, so you have to imagine that structure wasn't in publishing. Hard to believe, but there was a time when it didn't exist. And I started writing in June of 2013. I literally wrote like nonstop. And I wrote the first 2 books in my series, and they were essentially done by the time the first book released, and in my mind, I was like, I'm going to rapid release every other month, which was a lot for full length. It was actually every 6 months, every 6 weeks. I'm going to rapid release and I'm going to get my name out there the right way, like as fast as possible. Hard cliffhangers, suspense, all the things. And so I had the first 2 books written and I released in January and I released the second book in March, and I wanted the next book to come out in May. And because I pushed so hard, I couldn't write that book. I couldn't do it. And I tried so hard and I felt like such a big failure because I had set myself up to fail, essentially, being a newbie, thinking I can do all the things and work full time. And I decided that I was like, the book was supposed to come out in May, didn't come out in May. Um, Instead, I started writing another book because this character was speaking to me, which was really stupid. It was a dumb mistake that I talk about a lot, because I wrote this book that was a spinoff of my trilogy. Stupid before it was finished. Don't be like young writer Courtney. And so I released that in July, and Kindle Unlimited also released that same month, which was um, a cluster. And then everyone kept asking about the third book in the trilogy. I tried to write it again, couldn't, got hung up on the first like 3 chapters, felt like a failure, started a novella trilogy, released one in an anthology, and then finally, like a year later after the first book released, I released the final book in the series, and it bombed. It bombed. And it bombed because of burnout and because I pushed so hard and didn't give myself breaks that I couldn't write that book. And it was just like a mental block. And when I look back at it, I'm like, it's because I was so burned out. Like, I was just pushing so hard. If I would have just taken time and not tried to rapid release as a new author who didn't know what she was doing, um, that series probably would have done a lot better as a whole. Um, the fear of missing out and all of that, like, it just, now I can look back at that and be like, don't, like, if you need a break, take a break. Don't force yourself because it's not going to be good. Every time I forced myself to write when I knew that I was burning out, the words sucked. It was terrible and I had to trash it every single time. Every single time. Yes, exactly. I try to take a vacation at least once per year where I don't bring my laptop. And I just got back from that vacation and I feel ready. I don't feel burned out. I feel great. I feel good. And I think you get an appreciation of how much work you put into it. And, when you take time to take a step back, you realize like how good, like, you have it. Like, when it's bad, it's still really good. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that makes no sense. I was grateful. During my vacation, I was super grateful the entire time. Like, all I thought about was reading and writing and doing YouTube and, like, my characters and the books I needed to write for the rest of the year, and just super grateful that, that was my life. This is my life. This is it. Yeah. Listen to your body. Impulsive, compulsive, impulsive, yes, probably a little compulsive as well, but impulsive is the word that I was looking for. Yep. Take it, listen to your body, it's not gonna lie. Don't ignore the signs. Not worth it. Screw them. In the nicest way as possible. For real. I've had people tell me, like, "You should never take a break. You should always be writing. You should write every single day. Before you start your day, you should wake up and you should write." And I'm like, I obviously don't work like that. So, might work for you, but it's not the end all be all. Yeah, burnout is real, especially if you're writing other people's stories. I can only imagine. I did the same thing, rapid release and burnout, trying not to think the worst that it's ruined any chance. Hey, I did it, and I mean, I turned out okay. Learned a lot of mistakes, tried to fix those mistakes, and the best thing you can do is when you burn out and you rapid release and you screw up a series and, you think to yourself, "This is it." I've thought that a lot, like, over the years, I'm like, "This is it." Um, it's not the end all be all because, you know, with things like TikTok, people's books that were released 7 years ago are going viral, which blows my mind. I'm like, "Really? Okay, sure." Um, and you can always rebrand and recover, bring new life into it, rewrite it. And if it just completely sucks, unpublish it. That's what I did. No regrets. No regrets at all. Right? That's one thing for me. People are like, "Oh, your job's so easy." Okay. I mean, yeah, it's easy for me because I'm well conditioned, but I don't think a lot of people could just jump in and write as much as we write and release as much as we write. It's not always a lot of people make it very, I don't know. They, like, try to sell the dream of being a full-time writer, and I was even one of those people who latched onto that, and I was like, "I'll wake up every day at 8:30 on the dot and have a little shot of espresso, and I will start my day, and I will write my words," and yeah, right. Don't sen A lot of people sensationalize it, and try to make it into something that it's not, but, I'm just gonna tell you all the truth of what's going on. Not trying to sell people a dream. Uh, you're welcome. It's not easy. Yeah, take your breaks. Um, yeah, right? What really irks me is, when readers are like, "This book would have been 5 stars if you would have just did this thing right here. Maybe you should change that." And I'm like, "Write your own book. You don't like the way I do it yourself." Anyway, let's get this party started, shall we? Shall we do that? I think we should. We shall. Okay. So, we're doing 30 minutes. My goal is 600. Y'all have already set intentions. I'm talking way too much, but let's get this sprint going. This is sprint number 4 if you're just joining. We will do 2 more after this, a 20-minute and a 15, and that will be done for our daily sesh. So, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Oh no. Let me start the forest app too. Here we go. Meet y'all back here in 30 minutes. Good luck, everybody. job, guys. How did y'all do? That felt really good. It actually felt very good. What did I say? The next sprint was going to be 20 minutes and then we'll have a 15. So, let me go ahead and get this all set up. Drop down below how you did on that sprint. Yeah. Banner. Oops. Okay. Creating the room now. 3 AV C 4 CSG. Okay, that's the new Forest app code if you'd like to join for the next sesh. Okay. Hey Nikki, how are you? Oh no. That sucks, Miranda. Hey Jen, how are you today? That's okay, Brightside, it happens. 73, 148. Awesome. You'll probably hit 75 tonight. Good job, Kat. Let me tell y'all how I did. Let's see. I got 1,022 words. Oh my goodness. 1,022. Wow, that's crazy. This is still the same chapter. I actually need to see where I'm at in that. 2,700 words. I have 2,701 words, and I'm through 2 bullet points. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 more bullet points, one of them being a spicy scene. So this chapter is going to be super long. It's okay. What? I called it, Deidre. I called it. I said, you're going to get over 1,000. I so called it. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. I had such a good time. I've got so many videos. I kind of vlogged. I should put it together and share it with you guys. I have a lot of video. 456 and 10 at 600. My daytime numbers just aren't the same. Yeah, it's hit or miss for me in the daytime. I'm afraid I won't reach the word count I'm hoping for. I'm already almost half into the story and I wrote about 13K. So what should I do? I would write the story and not worry about the word count in the beginning. And then when you go back to reread it, then fill in and expand from there. And so if you're halfway through it, you've written 13K, you know, you'll add maybe another 13K, so you'll have 26,000. There will be scenes and there will be things that will need to be expanded unless you're going for a novella, and then that's when you can take the time to fill that all in. Yes, 523. My intention was 350. Hit my word goal for today too. Yay! Awesome. Thank you so much, Ash. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, you too, Ashley. I'll see you tonight. Good job. Got distracted. It's okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. But I know future me will. Yeah, right. I don't know if I could write without an outline anymore. I've been writing with an outline for so many years. I don't know if I could go and pants my way through a book. I probably could, but it would be a struggle. But anyway, how about we go ahead and get started? Let's set some intentions. This will be a 20-minute sprint. I'm going to shoot for 400. 400 words is what I'm going to shoot for. And then I don't know. There's no way this chapter is going to be done. My God. 2,700 words. You're welcome, drama lover. Exactly. That's who you are, Deidre. From plotting to pantsting. Yeah, it's, I was a pantster in the beginning. Planster, really. I knew the beginning, I knew my climax, and I knew my ending. And so I would just kind of like pants my way to those points. Sometimes I've written myself into holes. But then once I started co-writing, we've pretty much plotted almost every book. In the beginning, it wasn't quite how it is now, but it's just, I don't know if I could do it. I feel like anybody could give me an outline and I could write any book. Like, that's how I feel. Maybe that's my ADHD superpower, though. Yeah, I used to be like that too. And I found now that when plotting with bullet point methods, you can still be a pantster between those bullet points. But the goal is to have those things inside of that chapter somewhere. So then the plot still makes sense overall. So I still pantsed, but I know the overall story arc and character arc, background, all of that before I get started. So it makes it a little bit easier. Intention 400. I like it. I got 739 on that one. Next intention is 500. Perfect. Okay, so how about we go ahead and get started? I think that we will. Nisha says, I'm pantsing now. My brain is now refusing to outline on paper, but I have a plot in my head. If it's up there, it still counts, I think. It's not so much plotter. Oh, absolutely. I don't think that, I know people who don't plot anything and they just wing every book and they sell so well. I don't think it's necessary to be successful. I've watched some people on authortube and they're like, you have to plot to write a great book. And I'm like, but is that really true? Because there are people that I know that make lists like every book they write and they don't outline at all. And they sell over 5,000 copies every book they release. So apparently they're doing something right. I'm not one of those people who believes that this is the only way, like Mandalorian style, this is the way. Like, I don't believe that. I think everyone has different ways that they do things, and what works for one person might not work for the next person, but they're all still writing and being successful. So there's not like one perfect way to do something. That irks me. It's kind of why I stopped watching a bunch of authortube back in the day, because I'm just like, I don't believe that. I don't do that. Like, if this is a fact and I'm not doing that, then like I can't trust anything you say. So awesome. 3 scenes in the outline. Yeah. So I got bored, so I switched. I don't think I've heard of the headlight method. But I used to be like that too when I first started writing. I feel like I'd plot and then like the whole book was written. So like the magic of like trying to figure out what's going to happen was gone. So like I just wouldn't finish what I started. Yeah, exactly. Yep. We're going to do 2 more sprints because Carissa, we're going to do a 20-minute and a 15. Let me not get started. Yeah, I think everyone has to find their own way and their own methods when it comes to writing, and just because you do it different than someone else doesn't mean it's wrong. Of course there are things that you can do to make you faster and more efficient, but if your creative process is different, who is anyone else to tell you that it's wrong? I just don't get that. Some people are so adamant about it too. You must outline, you must write every day, you must do this, you must do that. Like, No. No. Who are you? You know, that's always my question. Who are you to be telling someone what they need to be doing? Okay. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm shooting for 400. We're gonna start the howler. We're gonna plant our little flower, and I'll meet you back here in 20 minutes. Good luck, everybody. was our 15 minutes. If you're just 20 minutes. If you're just joining, we are going to finish up today's sprints with the 15, and that will be it. And I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, you guys let me know how you did. I'm going to set up our Forest app for the next round, so we're ready to go. And then we'll set some intentions and yippee-ki-yay out of here. So, okay. The Forest app code for the next round. The next and final round. Okay. 39. Oops, I forgot a letter. This is why I check it. Okay. 39H. That's not right either. Sorry. HJK. HJK. Okay, let's see. Third time's a charm. 39HJK 3SG. That's it. That is it. Okay. Let me tell y'all how I did that round. Oh my God. This chapter is so long. It's probably going to be 4,000 words by the end of it. That can't be right. Hold on. Oh, I didn't do my final word count. I got 724. Which is fantastic because I wanted 400. So I'm very pleased with that. Okay. I wrote down my starting word count. Where is my cursor? There you are. Perfect. Let's read these comments, then we'll bust it out. Elena says, I don't plot. I always have a general idea, and then ideas come after the first 20K. I'm winging it, and then magically it makes sense. See? Yeah. Yeah, I usually I'm like, oh, that's like when I see people's like the way that they do things or the way that they edit or the way that they, have these little tips or tricks that have made them faster and more efficient. I'm always like looking for that stuff. It's like I always learn something from someone, or at least try to, even if like they're a newbie author, maybe they've figured out something that I haven't figured out. I'm always looking for new tips and tricks. Good job. Awesome. Oh, that would be amazing. Good job, Karen. 2 more scenes. We'll see if I can get another 2. Yeah. 532. Good job. 73, 434. So how much do you need? 1,600? 1,576? 66? Awesome. Annoyed to be in a section that is needing it. That is the way it goes sometimes. The eggs. I like it. Tell them to stop, Ariel. I would look at a book called Romancing the Beat by Gwen Hayes. She basically takes the concept of Save a Cat, writes a novel, and turns it into beats for romance books. Can work for novellas or regular books too. Quick question. When you do a first pass, are you just ignoring your internal? Yep, that's right. I just write. That's it. I don't even spell things right sometimes. And so like the goal when I'm writing is just to write and to get it on the page. And then before I paste it in our document that we share, I fix any of the squigglies, any misspelled words, things that are like glaring, I'll fix that. And then when I go back to do my first round of self-edits, I read the book from beginning to end, and that's when I do very hard edits. Takes me forever. 30 minutes per 1 word page. Yeah. 30 minutes for like 300 words, or what is it? 600 words that can fit on a regular word page. I don't know. I'd have to go look. Maybe it's more like 700, but yeah. Yes, this is the book that I was talking about. Yeah, me too, Deidre. I'm always like, oh, which beat is this? Is this the climax? Is this the meet cute? Where are we at? That's funny. I'm opposite. Like, for me, like, the starting is always the hard part, but finishing, I can just breeze through it. 1566. Awesome. Yeah, it's a great book. It's good. Yay! Awesome. Nibbler, please stop. Yeah, it's a very thin book. I might actually have it right here because I was trying to clean off my desk. It's not this. I have a signed copy too. It looks like this. It's a very thin. It's not a thick book at all. And she has it in ebook, but I prefer paperback. Just it's easier for me, I guess, to like see it. I don't know. I take the information in different when I can actually flip through the book versus like looking through the ebook. But I mean, she's got like all the beats like listed. Deepening doubt and retreat, and then shields up, the breakup, and then you've got your phase 4 with your dark night of the soul and all that. The cool thing about it is at the end of this book, she has written a novella based on using this type of beat sheet, and just proof that it can work for something that's a very, very short. I don't remember how many words it is. I feel like it's maybe like 8,000 or 10,000 words, this little novella. She says it in there. I can't recall how long it is. But she also goes through the sample beat sheet of that. So you get to read like it in process, which is what I find the most helpful when I'm looking at beat sheets, like to see the actual process and the moments instead of like reading it and being like, is this it? Is this it? And then actually reading the story with all of that put together. So it kind of like builds upon itself so you can actually understand it. But anyway, my process is changing and I like trying new things. I like trying new things too. I used to be adamant that I couldn't write during the day, but look, here I am. Aw, good. Oh, is there an audio version, Kat? Might have to go check that out. I like a good audiobook. I wonder, does she narrate it? She seems like she's like a cool person. I don't know, like just based on her voice and reading that, like you can tell that she's kind of like funny, you know? Okay, Nibbler. I like all my craft books in paperback, and then I annoy myself because I'll try to buy them in ebook, and then I know it's hard for me to do craft books in ebook. My other version of that book has tabs in it. You're so cute. Why are you so cute? My cat loves me. Oh my gosh. I could. It's very dirty. I mean, it's like not organized at all. There's like random stuff everywhere. I need to do it. People have asked me for years to do it. Maybe after I finish this book and it's released, I'll clean it up and organize it and then maybe do a bookshelf tour. Right, Ariel? I know. Me and Will were listening to the audiobook of Save the Cat, and now every time like you see like a kind of like an anti-hero get an animal, he's like, that's the animal, so then you can relate. Yeah, you should. It's pretty good. And all the craziness makes sense. Oh, does she? Okay. She seems like I don't know, just, like, by the way that she writes, I'm like, she's, like, one of those people who, like, you can just tell that she's, like, naturally funny and, like, kinda quirky and just I don't know. She seems like good people. Now she wants attention. Give her some attention, like this one. Did you Yep, everyone has to do what works best for them. So, with that being said, how about we finish this up? 15 minutes. I'm gonna set my intention for how much words did I write, number bones? Hmm? I'm gonna set my intention for I'm gonna shoot for 300 words. Don't even look at that notebook. I see you looking at it. I see you looking at it, you little silly cat. And I edit as I go. Yeah, there's some people who, when they write, like, it needs to be right then. So the writing process takes a little bit longer, but the draft is so much cleaner, so you don't have to, like, struggle through editing hell like I do, so, yeah. I've been trying to slow down and really think about my sentences, though, and so I think because I've been doing that, my writing has gotten stronger, but nobody has said that it's gotten stronger. I mean, Brooke hasn't read it and been like, "You know what? You're, like, getting pretty good at this." Like, that doesn't happen. Um, but as a writer, I feel like my writing has gotten stronger. But 250. Awesome, Isabella. 10 words on my outline. Hoping to finish editing this chapter. You can do it. The meat of the scene. 100 words, hopefully. You got that. You got that. Intention is 300. Not the meat. Okay. Maybe meat is the wrong word. I know what you meant, like the bulk, like the middle part of it, like the good part, like the I don't know. Maybe that's not what you meant. I use, like, meat and potatoes when I'm, like, talking about stuff, like, yeah, I'm getting into the meat and potatoes of this scene. The science. Can they do both? Yeah. Science and sexy times? Okay, that's what I thought. The meat and potatoes. Oh, Deirdre was talking about the meat. The meat. Okay, let's get started, guys. We're gonna start the howler. We're gonna plant this candy tree, and I'll meet you back here in 15 minutes. Good luck, y'all. Hi guys, we did it. I did not finish my chapter as I had originally intended during the stream, but that's okay. I had to do a little bit of research, and there's still a cat on my lap, but I got 211 words, and my goal was 300, so I'm not mad. During this entire sprint sesh, I got 3,634 words, which is a lot, but this chapter's still going. Probably have like, I don't know, 600 more words to go, but that's fine. I'm probably going to call it here for today because I don't want to burn out before our stream tonight. So yeah, if you would like to share with me how you did, let me know. Made it through editing a chapter, 294 words, and finished my chapter. Awesome. But I need more outlines, so I went to my online fantasy class. Awesome, guys. Word count 73,754. I didn't hit 75K. Yeah, cool. There's always tonight, too. It's good to take breaks. We've been at it now for like 3.5 hours, so you'll know. 280. Good job, Isabella. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to call it, guys. I appreciate you so much for, come on, Nibbler, for joining me today. It's been a blast. If you are just tuning in, that was our last sprint, and we will be back tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to take a break, do some admin stuff, and then meet y'all back here in like 5 hours. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 hours. Yeah. So yeah, I hope y'all have a great day. If you're going to continue to write, remember to stretch, drink water, take breaks. It's good to take a break. And I hope to see you all back here tonight with me writing. You did such a good job. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud. If you're watching on the replay, let me know how you did. I know some of you do that, and I enjoy the comments after the fact. Or when y'all reference things that I said in my videos that I don't remember saying, I'm like, what are they talking about? Because I talk a lot, apparently. But anyway, that's all I have, guys. I'll see you in just a couple of hours, and I appreciate you so much. Remember to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.